What's up, everyone? I'm Brandon Hofstra. Welcome back to another episode of Today in the NA, our 10th of the season. And this week, we're back in the state of Texas and have a lot to talk about. We'll highlight a few teams honoring veterans over the weekend. We'll talk about some NAHL alumni, some excellence with some NAHL alumni, including an NHL debut, and preview some weekend matchups. But first, and as always, let's get to the NCAA commitments. Odessa Jackalopes goaltender Quentin Sigurdsson announces commitment to play NCAA Division I hockey for Northeastern University in the Hockey East Conference. Sigurdsson is playing in his second season with the Jackalopes, and through 15 games this season, the Sartell, Minnesota native has tallied a 2.13 goals against average and a .939 save percentage. Prior to playing for the Jackalopes, Sigurdsson played 19 games for the Granite City Lumberjacks in the NA3HL. Sigurdsson's teammate Michael Kadlacik also made his commitment to play college hockey for Air Force Academy. The forward from Lansing, New York, has played in all 18 games so far this season for Odessa, accruing 4 goals and 5 assists. Through 65 regular season games in the NHL, Michael has recorded 7 goals and 24 points. Hayden Nickel of the Shreveport Mudbugs is committed to play alongside Kadlacik at Air Force Academy. Nickel has played a role in Shreveport's success this season, recording 9 goals and 10 assists through 17 games to date. In his third season with the Mudbugs, the Brentwood, Tennessee native has tallied 63 points across 122 regular season games. Nickel is the second Mudbug on the roster to commit to play Division I hockey. Moving north, Minot netminder James Norton announced his commitment to play for UMass in the Hockey East Conference. Norton is playing in his first season with the Minot Minotauros and currently holds a 4-2-1-0 record through 8 games played so far this season. The Toronto, Ontario native has been a key contributor to Minot's success as they sit atop the Central Division standings with a 13-3-1-0 record. Norton's teammate and forward Philippe Lalonde has announced his commitment to play Division I college hockey at Dartmouth College. Lalonde has been a Toro for just a couple of weeks, but has already made an impact with an assist on Friday in his first game with the team and a goal on Saturday as the Toro swept the Austin Bruins. Congratulations again to those players on taking the next step in their academic and athletic careers. Moving right along, let's highlight some NAHL Alumni Excellence, starting off with one in the NHL. On Monday night, former NAHL Central Division Defenseman of the Year Sam Malinsky made his NHL debut with the Colorado Avalanche in their 5-1 win in Seattle against the Kraken. The former Bismarck Bobcat appeared in 87 games for the North American Hockey League from 2017 to 2019, notching 55 points. Outside of his NHL debut, Malinsky has 3 goals and 3 assists in 13 AHL games with the Colorado Eagles so far this season. In addition to Malinsky, other alumni have excelled at their respective levels. Former New Jersey Titan Nicholas Abrazizi was recognized as the AHL Player of the Week for his efforts. Abrazizi tallied 2 goals and 5 assists for the Toronto Marlies in only 3 games last week and is currently tied for second in scoring on the roster with 11 points through 12 games this season. Former Springfield Junior Blue and current Toledo Walleye forward Sam Craigs was awarded ECHL Player of the Week. The 26-year-old scored 4 goals and added 3 assists for 7 points in 3 games against the Fort Wayne Comets. The Illinois native has recorded 38 points in 78 career ECHL games in Toledo. 2 Midwest and South Division standouts from last season are already making their mark in the NCAA. Springfield's Nikita Nikora and Shreveport's Simon Buchler both were awarded the Rookie of the Week in their respective conferences. Nikora scored his first goal over the weekend for Dartmouth College in overtime against Colgate and added an assist on Saturday night as well. Simon Buchler had 2 fantastic performances over the weekend for Mercyhurst University to earn him the Atlantic Hockey Rookie of the Week award. The Quebec native turned in a .85 save percentage and a .65 goals against average in 2 games, highlighted by a 51 save shutout on Saturday night against number 20 ranked RIT. In addition to those mentioned, Bemidji State defenseman Kyle Luft, Mankato Mavericks defenseman Evan Murr, and Dartmouth College goalie Cooper Black also took home weekly awards. It's great to see NAHLers excelling at the next levels, and congrats again to those players. Over the weekend, we saw many teams across the North American Hockey League make a commitment to honor veterans and active duty military members. Let's highlight some of those teams. The Aberdeen Wings donated their bus and tickets for participants to a local veterans hunt last Friday. On Saturday night at the game, Aberdeen also offered free admission to all veterans in active duty for Veterans Day, and they were recognized throughout the game as well. The Janesville Jets hosted their 4th annual Salute to Service weekend, wearing specialty uniforms set to auction, recognizing veterans and offering veterans and their families free of charge admission, raising $5,000 over the course of the weekend. The Bismarck Bobcats have been active in the community, serving a veterans supper at the Moose Lodge last Monday. This weekend, the Bobcats will be playing in a specialty jersey and custom helmets set to be auctioned off in support of a local military cause. Let's finish off today's episode by looking at some marquee matchups for this weekend. In the East Division, the third-place Tomahawks head to Lewiston to take on the second-place Nordiques as the two teams face off for the first time this season. Johnstown is looking to continue their hot streak as they ride a 4-game win streak, much contributed to their leading goal scorer, Zach Aben, who has recorded at least a point in his last 9 games. In the South Division, the division-leading Brahmas head north to take on the third-place Wranglers. Lone Star had Amarillo's number in their first weekend matchup back in early October as the Brahmas picked up a sweep, but with home ice advantage this weekend, Amarillo will look to turn the ship. October's forward of the month, Brock James, will be a name to look out for on the score sheet as he's turned in 8 points in the last 3 games. Moving north, the Norsemen will face off against the Bobcats in a Friday-Saturday 2-game series. In mid-October, the Norsemen had an edge over Bismarck, sweeping them on home ice. The two teams currently sit in a playoff position and combine for 11 Division I commitments. Should be an exciting series to watch. And saving what could be the best for last, the second-place Wisconsin Wendigo will face off against the division-leading Minnesota Wilderness for a 2-game set. The Wilderness are still red hot as they hold a 7-3 record in their last 10 games. The Wendigo only trail Minnesota by a point, and despite the Wilderness having a game in hand, we could see a new leader atop of the Midwest. Wisconsin's Tyler Grom and Maxwell Martin will be driving the offense as they combine for 68 points so far this season. Again, you can catch all of this weekend's action exclusively on NATV, or you can follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Signing off for today in the NA, I'm Brandon Hofstra. We'll catch you next week.